Welcome to the Wargamerist. I'm Grant, and here today we're with a tournament in review. Been to a few tournaments recently, but I haven't really filmed any because they're quite the standard UKTC. This one will be quite a challenge, quite an interesting one. I'm going to the 6++ Spring Invitational, so thanks for putting this on, guys. As usual, we'll take you through the army list, kind of the missions maps, and take you on the day. So I'm taking the Drukhari. It's going to be the Realspace Raiders detachment. As I've said before, I've kind of gone back to that still. I haven't really played much with Reaper's Wages. I've played a lot with Splinter, but I really like the resilience and the durability of the Realspace Raiders. I think getting more pain tokens early doors means that you can keep the engine of going of the rerolls, and also it means there's quite a few interesting strats in there. It's quite a classic list that perhaps some of you have seen before, but we'll start off with the leaders. So I've got an Archon. He will be running around with 5 Incubi in a Venom. I've got Lelith with 5 Wyches. Well, it's 10 Wyches, but split out by a Venom, so it should be in a Venom. I've got 5 Wyches on foot. We then have Rakarth. He'll just be on his own. I've discovered there's not much point taking racks. They get in the way. They're just pointless at the moment. He will go in a Venom with 5 Kabalites with all the heavy weapons. They will be separate units, but you can still fit 6 people in there, so that's fine. BATTLELINE, so Wyches and Kabalites. That's it, 10 of each. Kabalites with all the fun heavy weapons as usual. Transports, just the 3 Venoms at this stage. And then all the other units, we've got a Kronos, obviously, Charlie. He's very good. He sits in the middle of everything and can be good for actions such as sabotage or recover assets, because he's still quite durable, even though he doesn't do a lot in terms of killing things. He's very durable and he's a great kind of aura to get some of my pain tokens back. Then we have 2 units of 5 Mandrakes. Again, great for if somebody's got a really aggressive kind of scouting army, then just screen out the middle board or use them for secondaries. They do uppy downy, so very good. And actually not too bad in terms of shooting because they've got dev wounds, so can pop off a few small units in the back late game. I also have 3 Ravengers, all with the Dark Lancers, so that's already 9 Dark Lancers. I've got 2 units of Scourge with their move, shoot, move, again both with Dark Lancers. Not with Haywire because I've got 3 units of 2 Talos, all with the Haywire, which is twin linked. Again, they're fantastic. I think they're a real sort of solid backbone of most of my lists at the moment. In the Realspace Raiders, they've got a -1 to wound strategy, both in shooting and fighting, which is just fantastic, which means you could have an enemy who has loads of attacks, but naturally they're wounding on 5s. You make it 6s, they'll end up with 3 hits. You know, 3+ save, 7 tough wound, 7 wounds, 5 that feel no pain. They're a bullet magnet and it protects all my squishy stuff basically. And you know, they're good at anti-tank because of the Haywire. They've got a liquefier gun. The Talos Gauntlet is pretty good as well because it's -3 when empowered and 3 damage. It can kill Terminators pretty easily. So yeah, they're a solid unit. So that's it. It's 1,995. No enhancements because the enhancements in Realspace Raiders are rubbish. So we'll take you on the day. So round 1 complete of the 6++ Invitational. I was pitched against Penitent Host, Sisters of Battle. Really interesting game. It was Purge the Foe. And I went first, which is always a bit of a tricky one, and it changes all of the mechanics that you normally play with deployment. He was very cagey. He had loads of Repentia, loads of Arco-Flagellants, but basically just hid. Because he went second, he knew he could kill anything I put out and also jump on any objectives late game. Essentially, I killed Morvenval and a Castigator and Morvenval's Paragon Warsuits, and then I think he killed 2 Talos with Morvenval, and then 5 Wyches and 5 Kabalites, and that was the game. It was very weird, but it was a win to him. In the end, I just couldn't. I should have been more aggressive and got more out, and then it might have been a bit of a bloody battle, but we both just stayed in our quarters. So yeah, let's see who we get in the second round. So second round complete, played Chaos Knights actually, which is normally a really hard one for me to catch because people tend to run like 12 of the small knights. But this guy, Tristan, has his own studio, beautiful looking army. I think he actually won Best Painted, quite rightly so. You'll see some of the images now. Had 3 of the big knights, they were scary. And then lots of kind of small ones with a few Beast of Nurgles and Nurglings and things. But I got lucky. I mean, my army's built to kind of take out elite infantry and vehicles. So as soon as he popped a big knight out, I basically focused fire, 17 Dark Lancers and 6 Talos at him, and it died. Luckily, there wasn't any kind of explosions, but managed to really kind of push him back. I think it was like 80 something, 50 for him. But yeah, solid win. Let's see who we get in the last round. So last round, I was playing against Blood Angels. Nice guy, very competent in terms of knew what he was doing. We were very sort of close in terms of tit for tat. It was Crucible of Battle and Take and Hold. He went first and just tried to kind of throw waves on waves at me. Threw Dante with the Sanguinary Guard at me, managed to pull back and kill them off, threw Blade Guard at me, managed to pull back and kill them off, but it kind of didn't let me get enough priming and get out there. I think, again, I should have been challenging him for one of his objectives a bit earlier on to get it, but it was a 5-point gain for him, so it's 78-73 to him. And I think, again, if I was a bit more aggressive in certain areas, it could have been a 5 or 10 point swing the other way, because there was one point where he was sat in my own objective, which made me only have 5 instead of 10 on the primary. So it was close game. But yeah, that's it. Let's take it back to studio and see what we review. Okay, so we're back from the event. Look, overall a great day. It wasn't a great performance from my side. Lost to 1-1. So bit of a learnings there. I think, yeah, I think that the list is pretty solid. It kills a lot very quickly when it sees things. So for example, when Morvenval put her spear out on round 1, I managed to get loads of Dark Lancers on her and wipe her and her Paragon Warsuits out just because of the amount of firepower. However, I think if I was to keep the list as it was, I need to be more aggressive if I go first and actually not worry about getting some Ravengers out or some Talos out onto objectives, because if you, they are quite durable to a degree. But obviously if you're putting 1 Ravager out, it's going to get blown away. If you're putting 3 Ravengers out and a couple of Talos, it's target saturations. That's very important going first. That's a lesson I definitely learned from the weekend. If I was to tweak the list, I think I also get very hemmed in my board side. Again, perhaps for not being aggressive enough, maybe using the Mandrakes a bit differently. But if I was to change, I'd probably add a Beast Pack, maybe drop one with the Scourge or drop one of the Ravengers, because they're quite similar cost points as well. Maybe try and get the Court of the Archon in as well. That's always a good one for just sitting on an objective as well. But overall, pretty good. Need to practice, and until next time.